For those men and those women who think sex during period won't result in pregnancy, this video is for you. For period sex to lead to pregnancy, most times that woman has a short cycle. So in this example, our fictional woman with a short cycle, her name is Mrs. B. So Mrs. B. So first of all, if you don't know how to calculate cycle length, let me show you that quickly. So to calculate the length of a cycle, you start counting from the first day of bleeding to the last day before the next period. So Mrs. B, for example, let's say her period started on the 4th of June. So 4th of June becomes day 1 of her cycle. So day 1. And then let's say she bled for 3 days. So 5th of June becomes day 2 and 6th of June becomes day 3. Now, the next time she sees her period is on the 25th of June. So 25th is here, cycled here, and that is the one of her next cycle, because that is the first day bleeding starts for that cycle. So now, when you want to count Mrs. B's cycle length, you start counting from 4th of June to 24th of June, because that is the last day before her next period. So we have 1, 2, 3. So this is day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17, day 18, day 19, day 20, and day 21. So Mrs. B has a 21 days cycle length. Cycle length. So now that we know Mrs. B's length of menstrual cycle, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to estimate when Mrs. B is most likely to ovulate. And the formula for estimating ovulation is ovulation equal to cycle length minus 14. So in the case of Mrs. B, that will be 21 minus 14, and that will give us 7. So Mrs. B is most likely to ovulate on day 7 of her cycle, which is here. Now, ovulation day is not constant. Things like stress, illness, exercise, travel, weight changes can affect ovulation. So because of that, we give a plus or minus 2 days margin. So plus or minus 2. And when we do that, it means that Mrs. B can either ovulate on day 7, day 8, or day 9. And she can also ovulate on day 6 as well as day 5. So we are going to cycle those days on the calendar because these are her likely dates of ovulation. So we have day 5, day 6, day 8, as well as day 9. Now, after getting her likely dates of ovulation, the next thing is to calculate her fertile days. So to calculate her fertile days, we are going to also include the sperm factor, because sperm can survive in a woman's body for up to 5 days. So sperm survivor is 5 days in a woman's body. So when we want to do this, you start counting from the earliest possible day of ovulation. That is from, in the case of Mrs. B, from this day 5 here, you count 5 days backward, including that day. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to cycle these days as well. What this means is that because sperm can survive up to 5 days in a woman's body, even though the earliest possible day of ovulation is on this day here, day 5, if Mrs. B has sex on day 1 of her cycle, the sperm can still be alive to come and fertilize an egg that was released on day 5. So if she has sex on day 2, the sperm can still be alive long enough to come and fertilize an egg that was released on this day or this day. And if she has sex on this day, the sperm can be alive long enough to come and fertilize an egg that was released on day 5, day 6, day 7. So you can see the reason why period sex is not always safe, especially for those of you that have short cycles. So you need to know how to calculate your cycle length so that you'll be able to know if you have a short cycle or a long cycle, because short cycles are the ones where period sex can lead to pregnancy. So you can see now that Mrs. B, with a cycle length of 21 days, her fertile window actually starts on the day of her period. The day her period starts, that is day one of her cycle. That is the first day of her fertile window because of her short cycle length. So it is very important you know the length of your cycle. And if you have short cycles, you should be very, very careful even when you are on your period. So generally, if you have a regular 21 days cycle, your fertile window is from day 1 to day 9. So that means even when you're on your period, your fertile window has already started counting. So these days, if you are scared, if you don't want to be pregnant, please use contraception or abstain. But if you want to get pregnant, you should start trying on these days, while your other days from day 10 to day 21 are said to be safe, because ovulation is less likely to happen on those days. So with that, we have come to the end of this video. I will see you in my next video, and until then, stay healthy and be kind to yourself.